Welcome to Curly Tech, an offshoot of curlytea.com. If you want to learn how to create custom hair care and skincare products in the comfort of your own home, head over there. But right now, let's get into this tech thing. If you guys didn't know, my formal training is in computer science with an emphasis on internet and new media like website creation and maintenance, content management systems, and creating content like the video you're watching right now. In this video, let's add effects to the adjustment layer in Filmora 13. Filmora is, in my opinion, one of the better video editing software products that you can actually use. Filmora makes it possible for you not to touch the actual video footage through the use of adjustment layers. Sometimes people who are new to Filmora try to do things the way they're used to doing them in other programs, especially if they consider themselves experts in media editing. They're like,
I know what I'm doing. I already mastered this.
Okay, genius. So when they get into Filmora, I noticed that sometimes they find themselves doing the simplest things in the most complicated way because doing that thing isn't simple in whatever app they've used before. And so they try to recreate that. You can get complicated in Filmora if you want to, or you can save a lot of time and make use of the wonderful pre-made assets from titles to effects to transitions. Let's start by adding the adjustment layer to your timeline. Your video should already be on the timeline, right? You should already go ahead and put your video on the timeline. Go to Media. On the left, click on Adjustment Layer and drag it to a track above your video. You can change the length of the adjustment layer as well. It's empty now, so let's add some effects. At the top, click Effects. There's a whole lot of things to choose from, especially if you signed up for the optional assets package, or at least that's what it was called when I began using Filmora about 3 or 4 years ago. Let's add a stylized zoom from the left panel. Click Zoom and begin rolling your mouse over the preset options to get a preview of how it will look on your video. Let's see how slider zoom looks. Click on it and drag it right on top of the adjustment layer. Now click play. Make sure the adjustment layer is the same length as the video. Good. It will take much longer to use keyframes to try to recreate this effect from scratch. I'm just stating an objective fact. But wait! You don't even have to drag the effect to the timeline to see a preview of how your video is going to look. I click on any of the effects and the preview will begin to play. But we're not done. You can add multiple effects to the same adjustment layer. Let's click on Retro in the left panel. Let's try Film 5 by dragging it on top of the adjustment layer. Now click play. Let's look at some other effects to get a preview of how they look before dragging them onto the adjustment layer. Once you find one you like, drag it to the adjustment layer as well. Now you have the zoom and the movie atmosphere overlay on the adjustment layer. can edit these effects by clicking on the adjustment layer on the timeline. There should be 3 tabs right at the top. It should say Layer, Color, and Effects. Click on Effects. You'll see additional settings for each effect. You can adjust the opacity of the movie atmosphere overlay effect. You can adjust the speed, the pulse, the blur, etc. of the camera focus effect, and so on and so on. Each effect has its own settings. You can also turn the effect on or off without deleting it from the adjustment layer to check how your video will look if you just turn that effect off and not all of them. You can also preview how adding a color preset would change the look of your video. Click the color tab near the top. Roll your mouse over any of the preset thumbnails. You can also edit the color directly on the row underneath color. You should see a row with basic, HSL, curves, and color wheels. Let's click HSL. From here, you can target specific colors. Let's target the yellow by clicking on the yellow circle. Okay, let's target the red by clicking on the red circle. Click Basic to get back to the main color area. You have the option of adjusting the temperature, the tint, the vibrance, and a bunch of other settings. And again, this is all being done on the adjustment layer. Your actual video is untouched. Continue to play around with the settings until you have the look that you want. Also, you guys, you can move this adjustment layer around the timeline, sliding it away from the video. You can see the original video hasn't been changed at all. You also don't really have to delete this adjustment layer just in case you want to go back to it later. Simply click on it and press E on your keyboard. Not Control E, not Shift E, just the letter E. It will toggle the adjustment layer on and off. That's it. It's that simple. Filmora has a trove of assets that saves you a ton of time. If your priority is to make great videos and not necessarily to win the Best Film Editor Award by knowing every minute detail of keyframing and color grading, you can try this. You don't have to be bogged down in keyframe hell unless that's what you want to do. You can do that too. Okay, y'all, you guys stay good. I'll talk to you guys soon.